I'm not gonna pay for $30 right now.
I wouldn't. I did, but I just got paid, so I was vulnerable. I
Oh
was in a
yeah,
vulnerable state.
you got tricked
I
by
I,
the
I did.
paycheck gods. Yeah, they
Yeah.
get you every time.
Yep, that's my one. I get you get one every paycheck. One mistake, you know.
Yeah,
As long as it's not too big of a purchase, it's okay to make one little bad purchase every paycheck. So,
that's
I got
solid
2 weeks.
advice. Solid financial advice. Every paycheck you get one mistake.
But we're not financial advisors, so
Don't
don't
take our advice.
don't take our advice. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 59 of the Mustache Ride podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sherman Cool. This guy over here, that's the Dirty Tooth. You remember him? Of course you
Hi.
do. He's the Dirty
Hey,
Tooth.
I'm the other guy.
I'm one of the guys, and you're one of the other guys, and we're
Yeah,
two guys with mustaches who like to talk
true. That's true.
with each other and for the people's entertainment.
Yeah, mostly
That's
the
right.
people's entertainment.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Tooth, we missed a week.
Yeah, kinda.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why'd you do this to us?
So I forgot that it was Saturday. I really thought it was Wednesday. And so
Oh,
I just didn't even get on the computer. I was like, it's not,
you didn't answer my
I
calls. I
didn't answer
called you
anything.
all
Calls,
this time and no
texts.
phone calls.
Yep. That's just what I do. Sometimes I'd throw my phone into the river and then
I was worried
I don't
sick.
have it. That's my bad. That's my
Did you
bad.
go? Did you get it out of the river?
Yeah, I had to get it out of the
Oh,
river.
you put
Yeah.
in some rice.
No, it was waterproof, I think.
Oh, so you just blew it off and
Yeah, just blew it off, turned it on.
well, I know that yeah, that totally absolutely happened. But also, my poor dog. My dog had an issue. She had a couple foxtails in her paw,
Mm.
and we didn't notice or catch it in time, and so we ended up having to take her in on last Saturday night, and she got a little surgery. We got the foxtails out. She's on the mend, and it's all good. But we did have to delay the episode, so sorry guys, we missed you.
What'd
But
you do to the
glad to,
foxes?
the
Which,
foxes.
yeah, they were in her tail. The tails were in her foot, but what'd you do to the rest of the fox?
They you know how it works. They grow back.
Oh,
So we let them run free. They
oh,
were a little off balance, but
mm.
we let them run free. Actually, the vet gave us the foxtails. They like saved them and put them in a baggie, and we have them.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I guess we, in case you have a scrapbook for your dog or something, you can kind of slide them in there. I don't know. Kind of weird though, right?
You could get a little bottle, like they sell where they write your name on a piece of rice and put it in a little message in a bottle on the beach. You could get a little bottle with a necklace and
Oh,
wear it
that'd be
around
kind
it.
of sweet. I was actually thinking of cloning my dog.
Oh, from the
Yeah,
DNA off of the foxtails.
right. And
Yeah,
that way, you know, uh, uh, time takes us all. You know what I mean?
true.
So when that time comes, we just make another one.
Yeah, cloning's a good weekend project for sure.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
side
Her
hustle.
name's her name's Belle. She's the sweetest little thing. She's 13 years old, and she is spry as a little puppy dog. And so this didn't even put barely put a limp in her step. She's already got the cast off. We're just watching it closely. So really glad things worked out. But yeah, sorry we missed a week, but we're back. But I think because we missed a week and things happen, I think we need a little good fortune.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that would be good. What kind of fortune are you thinking? Like Wheel of Fortune,
I think we
Fortune
step in,
500?
yeah, maybe one day. But for now, I think we should just step into the world of Sherman Cool's Cooler of Fortune. So this is a little bit I like to do on my Twitch channel that I
Mm.
figured I'd bring into Mustache Ride, and we could just kind of
Oh boy. Yeah, get in there. Man, how much takeout did you have to get to get all those
a lot
fortune
of Panda
cookies?
Express, a lot of Panda
Oh
Express.
boy, that's where all of our operating budget goes, folks, to
So
ordering takeout.
yeah, I love Panda Express, man. It's my favorite. But this, I like this little bit where I crack open a fortune cookie, crack,
Mm.
and we eat the cookie. Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. He doesn't dip his fortune cookies in Dubby though. That's I always
Like
do
soy
that.
sauce or sweet and sour sauce or something.
No,
Oh, and Dubby?
Dubby energy drink. I always dip my fortune cookies in my Dubby, but
That's sick.
yeah, well,
I judge you for that. Anyway, this fortune right here that I have in my hand, this is for you, the viewer, you in chat right now, because we do this show live. This is
I
for
hope
you, Tooth.
hope it's a good one.
Everyone but me. I feel like it's kind of selfish, you know? I want to give this to the world, not keep it for myself.
I like the ones that are like lots of wealth is coming your way. Give us one of those.
Okay, well, let's see what it is. Are you ready? Are you
I'm
ready for today's fortune?
I'm ready. What's our lucky numbers?
Lucky numbers. There's so many 37, 19, 25, 15, 45, 47.
Pretty good.
Pretty good ones. There's at least one prime number in there.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Is there to learn a word?
Your fortune for tonight, chat, viewer, Tooth, is no man is free who is not master of himself. No man is free who is not master of himself.
Hmm.
Can you see that?
Yeah, there it is. No man is free who is not master of himself.
I think this goes for women too. Come on.
It doesn't say that. It's pretty
Well,
exclusive.
That's not fair. I think in this we take it for the spirit in which it's intended. And it's intended for like man, like the royal man.
The royal man.
I believe.
The king.
Yes, only the king, which is all you in chat, all you viewers at home. What do you think that means? No man is free who is not master of himself.
Well, you know, if you're not your own boss, then you have to do what somebody tells you to do. Right? So then maybe it's saying you need to quit. We need to quit our jobs and free ourselves to capture our full potential.
Wow. Yeah, that would be great.
That's
yeah,
pretty
we
deep.
should do that. We should do that because a fortune cookie told us to.
I'm down.
Okay. Tomorrow?
No,
this is going to be the kind of thing where I quit my job and you don't. And then I'm like, and then you stay with your wife and then I'm here alone. You know what I mean? You stay with your job. I'm here alone, broke, sad. And then, I'm free and
but
you're not.
free and I'm
so
not.
Suck it.
Yeah. If I don't quit, then I'm not free.
No man is free who is not master of himself. I think it's like you have to know yourself before you can really like thrive and grow as a person, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's up for interpretation.
I've never really met myself. I don't know what I'm like. You know what I mean? Like you can't really meet yourself. You ever thought about that? Like you can't.
No.
You don't know who you are.
I think you just inherently have already met yourself. There isn't like a point in time where you meet yourself, but it's like it's just kind of like it's already happened.
Maybe
as you come into consciousness as a human.
Because you could be like, I'm a pretty cool guy, and then everybody else is like, man, that Drew, he's such a dick. Like I don't.
Hey, well, I don't know if any. Maybe people say that. But
I don't
anyway,
say that. I don't say that. I don't say that.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but other people might. I don't know.
Maybe. Hey, and if they do, to each their own. I can't control what anybody feels.
They'll never be free. They'll never be free because they're not masters of themselves.
That's right. But now we have a little tip. Now we know.
Yeah.
So you viewers at home, leave a comment. If you're watching this later, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. No man is free who is not master of himself, man or woman. But yeah, that's a little bit I like to call Sure Man Cool's Cooler of Fortune. So let's step out of the cooler and into the episode proper. Welcome, you guys. Episode 59. We host the show live here on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and then it goes out later on YouTube, which might be where you're watching right now. We record this show live twice a month, every other Saturday, usually, unless life comes up, and then we skip an episode because it's just things happen. You know,
every other Saturday, if we have to.
Would you ever do an episode alone? Like if I can't make it, would you?
Man, I don't know. Like I feel like it wouldn't be the same, right? But I mean,
I think you could.
if you were like do this episode, I can't make it, and I can't make it next week either. But I still want you to do it. Then I would do it for you.
We could probably find a guest, someone to fill in.
Yeah, I would pull some random person off the street.
Hmm
Just be like,
Take it to the streets.
hey, it's time to do a podcast, dude, person. They'd be like, what? And grow a mustache, hurry up. Like I don't have all day. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, and real quick, we also have a Patreon, which our Portal Let's Play. Tooth played Portal for the very first time, and we did a Let's Play.
I crushed
I
it.
joined him. Yeah, I
Crushed
think you did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Part 3 is now up on Patreon, the final part, the finale of the Let's Play. But if you don't want to support us on Patreon, that's fine. Parts 1 and 2 are up on YouTube. And this coming Friday, part 3 will be up on YouTube too. So look forward to that. And we have more stuff in the works that we're excited to put out. Always on Patreon first, but it always comes out on YouTube later. So don't worry about that.
Or give us money. And worry about it.
Or give us money. I'll take
watch it early. Watch it early.
take
I
it.
mean, I'm telling you, I crushed part 3. Worth the money. Worth the money.
GLaDOS didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa. Who's GLaDOS?
We also have a Discord. If you want to join our Discord, you can give us topic suggestions or be part of the show by telling us stuff we should talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need content. Give us the content for free.
For free, or just hang out and we'll make the content. We're full of ideas. We got ideas for days, and so don't worry. But we'll shout you out. You'll be part of it. We'll be like, well, this was suggested by this person.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
That's a good idea. I would do that if I were you. Not you, but you. You know. The royal you.
The royal you, the king.
The king.
Or queen. But you're you, Tooth. You're not a king. You're not a queen. You're just you.
Yeah,
and
true.
And you've been being you for the past 3 weeks.
I have
and
been.
I want to hear all about it.
Yeah.
I'm desperate. I got to know.
Well, I'll start with the last game that I beat because I just finished my last story game on my stream. For those of you that don't know, I play story game, first playthroughs of story games that people choose in my chat. And this one was Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Switch.
Very nice.
On the Switch, it was my first modern Mario game, I would say. Like I hadn't really played a Mario game since like Super Nintendo.
That's crazy.
That's a long time because I didn't have a Nintendo 64. I didn't have like the Game Boy Advance, or like I didn't have any of that, so I never played any of those Mario games. And I would say Super Mario Bros. Wonder, solid game. They kind of crushed this like weird like multi-layered like 2D scroller scenario from like original vibe, but like brought a lot of new stuff to it. That game was a lot of fun, and I like when Mario turns into a elephant. That's probably the best part. Probably the best power up in my opinion. It was all really great until I got to the end and I was playing through the bonus levels, and there's one bonus level that's like a jump to the beat bonus level, but the beat doesn't matter. That's fake. It's such a lie.
Really?
If you jump on the beat, you die. That's just the way that it is.
Are you sure? Do you think that you're on the beat and you're actually just not? Like, do you step on toes when you dance with someone?
No, I got mad rhythm.
Okay. Maybe we'll have to post a Patreon video of Tooth, doing a jig.
Yeah, I'll do a little
just so we
jig.
can,
walk
the walk.
Find out that I'm tone deaf and I don't know how to do it. But that was like the hardest one because there's like goo rising, and then you have to jump, and you have to jump on the beat, and then the ones behind you disappear. It's a whole situation, but I beat it. And my next game that I have to play is, I think it's Super Mario 3D World.
Oh.
Does that sound like a Mario game?
That is a Mario game. Is that the one?
I think that's the one. Let me Super Mario 3D World. Yep, that's the game that got chose. So that's the next one that I'll be playing on stream. We'll be starting it on Tuesday.
Nice.
I've never played that, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm sure it'll be great. But Super Mario Wonder being like the newest one, I'm sure it's probably gonna be the best. And everything before that is like old game. But I don't know. Super Mario Odyssey still very worth going back and playing. I would highly recommend that.
It seems like all the Mario games hold up pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I feel like they all have their own like vibe, and like it's not like it doesn't feel like you're replaying an old game or anything. Like it just seems like, oh, that's cool. Like it's got cool little things in it. But I will say, like, the multi-layeredness of Super Mario Bros. Wonder is like seems unmatched from the other Mario games that I've seen. Like
Really
go
pretty
through a
game
tube,
too.
open up, and like you come up in the like in the background, and then you go through another tube and you're back in the foreground. That's crazy. Super
That's
crazy.
cool.
You guys probably noticed also that I have a different sort of setup, and it's because I rearranged my studio since the last episode. And so I have you know, it's just different now. It's a whole different thing. I took my desk from over here and put it over here. And it
Well, you
sounds
make
easy.
it sound so simple.
It sounds easy and simple, but it wasn't. I can't
Yeah.
believe how many cords are plugged into this, and my USB. For those of you that don't have a PC and you don't have a bunch of shit plugged into your USB ports, they all are powered differently, and some of them are together, and you don't really know which ones they are unless, I'm guessing, you have a computer science degree. I don't know how you figure it out, but I didn't mark how they were plugged in. And so now I have stuff that's just like not working when I turn on my computer, and I have to like unplug it, plug it back in to figure it out. And so
Yeah, you broke your mouse because of it.
Yeah, I broke my freaking mouse. Like I
don't know if that's the reason, but I remember you saying you broke your mouse broke.
So
that's got to be the reason.
It's got to be the reason, right? So I have a 2022 Airrock Steel Series, and it just doesn't work anymore. And I think it might be the optical, but it could be that it like powered weird. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it could be. But it's fun. I like it better this way. It feels better. It feels more spacious. My green screen is better. I'm able to put up another camera, so I have a green screen camera.
Oh, cool.
Which makes it nice. And I wanted to make it nice because I'm working on a couple of projects right now. I have a really cool project that I'm editing right now. It should be out in like a week or so. That's going to be fun. And then I changed up the way that I've been doing the cursed Pokedex videos. And so there was a suggestion that it wasn't quite cursed enough. Like they weren't like they were too good. Like I was getting too good at drawing them.
Hey,
which is, I mean, like, fair. Like I do it every day, right? Like so I'm gonna get better at it.
True.
But I introduced a spinning wheel of fate, and it's got different things on it, like draw left-handed, which I've had to do a couple, and those suck. Add new features, new type, like a bunch of different things. And so those videos are like out right now. Like I just released one like 2 days ago. And so there's a couple other ones that are coming out too. But the left-handed ones, those suck.
Those sound difficult.
I can't even imagine like having to do that. Like if I broke my hand or something.
Yeah.
There's just no way. This hand doesn't do anything. It can't do anything. Like it's useless. I don't understand.
That's your butt wiping hand and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't wipe my butt anymore because I have a bidet. So
you don't wipe it all?
Nah, dude. Full send.
Full blast.
Then you
just drip dry.
No, I bought little reusable towels.
Oh yeah?
That's a side note, but yeah. I looked up on Amazon.
Reusable towels for butt wiping?
It's like reusable toilet paper, and you just pat your butt dry with them.
And they got something.
They got a little bag, and the bidet I bought actually sells towels for it specifically.
So this isn't a bit. This is an actual thing.
No, this is the actual thing. Yeah.
Interesting. I've never heard of this. I've always wondered, like when you have a baby and you use like a cloth diaper.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought like, why do you, how do you deal with that when it,
You wash
babies
it.
babies poop a lot, man. And
True, yeah.
you just wash it. You just throw the poop in the wash.
Yeah.
You scrape the poop off, I guess.
I guess you
First,
scrape the yeah, you want to scrape the poop off, right?
I don't know. I
I
just
feel
spend
like
the money on the diapers,
I feel like I'd have to have a whole nother washing machine. Like
right?
it's the
That's
poop washing machine.
yep, the poopy machine.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't use the towel the same as I would toilet paper, right? Like it's just like
It's a pat.
it's a pat dry off kind of thing. But anyway,
Mm.
that's anyway that's a whole nother.
That's a whole other thing.
That's
We
a
could do a
whole
whole
other.
podcast about that.
That's a whole other
That's
thing.
something.
Um, I did my first ever art commission. So I
I
opened
saw
up.
that.
Yeah, I opened up a commission on Kofi. I don't know how you actually say it, but
I say
Kofi.
Ko-Fi. Yeah, but
Kofi. Yeah.
I don't know.
So I did that, and I'm doing cursed character commissions, and so this all stemmed from I did this stream with my friend Alan where we took chat suggestions on what to draw, and we both
Mhm.
drew the same thing, and then we would show each other what that was.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and so a lot of those things that we drew were like characters from like PNG streamers or VTubers that he knows, like they wanted drawings of their characters. And I was
Yeah.
like, I bet I could do this. And so I did it. I set it up. I got my first commission and I finished it. And so I did a cursed drawing of Alan who commissioned it. And I think I'm gonna pop it open because I actually think it turned out pretty cool.
And they're cursed drawings, so it's like you're
They
setting
are.
expectations off
Yeah.
rip.
Yeah, off rip.
Nice.
And so it's just like a fun little like, really hard line like style of art that I've been trying to practice, but
I like it.
yeah, it was pretty fun. And I drew it in Photoshop, so it's super high res, like you can put it on merch and sort of anything like that. And so I thought it was kind of cool. Like pretty cheap commissions.
I clicked the link and
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Like getting ready to type, and I was like, what would I have him draw? I don't. I don't have anything that you can draw. I guess it's just like
Whatever
me,
you want. Yeah,
but
you.
cursed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
sort
like
of
a caricaturized version, a cursed caricaturized version of me. I don't know.
yeah, that's sort of the plan. I want to like try it out, see how it works, and like, see if I can do it. And it's just like a little fun thing. Like I want to practice doing it anyway, and so pretty cheap, pretty low entry. They're $5. Like seems low barrier, and you get yourself a cool, flashy piece of art that nobody else will have except you. So
Well, maybe we'll pop that link in the description of this video. And so if
yeah,
anybody's interested, they can go down in the description and click the link and, get a cheap little cursed high res image of themselves or of whatever they want, I guess.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
pretty much pick whatever you want. Like I'll do my best
Nice.
to do whatever. But yeah,
To cursify it.
to cursify it. Oh, that was a lot.
That's a lot?
Holy mackerel!
I mean, that is a lot.
That was a lot of stuff. I'm sure you have 3 times as much stuff. Oh, I went to the
No.
dentist. That sucked. But the dentist sucks.
We could talk about that. We can make that the main topic of tonight.
True.
Honestly, because I have some dentist stuff coming up and that's happening, and I hate the dentist, but it's one of those like necessary evil kind of things. I don't know,
Yeah,
but that sucks.
It doesn't
Sorry to
seem
hear that.
necessary, but then it does. It seems necessary if you have a problem, like if you're having a problem right then, and you're like,
Right.
"Oh shit, I should have got this fixed a long time ago," but I didn't. And so I'm trying to get ahead of it, but it
Yeah.
sucks to do that. But yeah,
They say about the dentist, like, or about anything, is like if you have a problem, ignoring it won't make it go away. I find that you ignore like a tooth issue long enough, it kind of comes in waves. Like it'll go away for a little bit, but it'll
Yeah.
come back, and it's just a matter of time. So it's probably better to not ignore it, but
Yeah, you ignore it for a week and then it goes away, and you're like, see, you liar. If you ignore it, it does go away. And then like
My
2 weeks later, you're like, oh my God, I think I'm dying.
Yep, yep.
Chop my head off.
Yeah. But I've been doing some stuff over the
Yeah.
last few weeks. Yeah, like I already mentioned, my dog. We took care of my dog. She had a little surgery. She's on the mend.
Feeling
But that
better.
was a
No
that was a big
cone.
thing. She has a cone right now still.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, she's wearing it probably for a whole other week just to make sure she doesn't lick open her stitches or whatever.
Imagine if you had to
So
wear one of those cones for something.
that would suck. No doubt, that would suck. But I've got thumbs, and so I could just take it off
Oh,
of
you could take
myself.
yeah, you'd have to. Oh, yeah. I never thought about that. Humans can't
Unless
really
it's
wear a
like,
cone.
you've seen that movie Wild Wild West, where they
Yeah,
put
yeah.
the collar on them, and if they
Yeah.
go out of the range, then this like disc comes and chops their head off, and they
That's a
can't get it off.
that's a good one.
That would suck.
I was thinking like one of those things, the finger traps,
Oh,
where you put your fingers in, you can't get them out, and that's on your head, and you're like, can't,
yeah. The more you
can't,
pull, the tighter it gets,
yeah,
kind of thing.
you can't figure it out,
Ugh.
even with the thumbs.
I'd figure it out. I'm confident.
I believe in you.
Anyway, yeah, I've been doing some stuff. On my stream, I finished the game Another Crab's Treasure. That game is a treasure. That game is awesome. I really seriously enjoyed that game. I'm not a big like Dark Souls or Souls like gamer. I played through Sekiro. I have my fair share of experiences in that realm, but Another Crab's Treasure is like SpongeBob meets Dark Souls. But it's adorable, and it's like there's a lot of ocean and crab puns, which I'm a fan of puns. I know puns are pretty low effort, low effort comedy, but I like puns. They get a little much in Another Crab's Treasure, but it was just a lot of fun. But then there's like that juxtaposition of that fun with certain moments that spike in seriousness. Like
Hmm.
it gets really serious and then and really dark at times, and it hits really hard because you're just so used to it being kind of jovial, and it tackles some fairly serious topics, and it takes you places. It's a roller coaster, man, and the ending is very sweet, really cool, really nice, and also kind of heartbreaking. I don't know. It's hard to explain,
Yeah,
but
I think it's a
very, very good.
hilarious game to watch. You're this
Yeah.
little crab. You're just like picking up trash, wearing the trash, and it's pretty fun. It's a funny little game. I think some of the dialogue that I saw was like pretty funny, but some of the boss fights, man, those are wicked.
Yeah, but it's the kind of thing where it's every time you die, it's like, but I know what I need to do, and you hop right back in, and you end up at least I ended up getting it eventually, and beat all the bosses. I know there's two bosses that I didn't find, optional bosses, pretty early on bosses that they're pretty inconsequential anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. But I did put out a video just literally just today of all the whole like boss montage, a whole boss rush. It's like a little over an hour long of all the bosses that I found in my playthrough in a row. The full boss fight, a couple little extra bits and bobs, and it's all timestamped too, so like people can scrub through it or find the bosses that they want to watch.
Nice.
Really, really nice, really cool. I'm happy with that video. Um, and I don't know. I just want to keep making content on Another Crab's Treasure because it was such a good game. I keep going back into it. I went back into it to beat the two bosses that I didn't find initially,
Hmm.
just because I wanted to experience that. I'm
Yeah,
so over leveled now that it was like nothing,
easy
But
peasy.
yeah, that game is awesome. Highly recommend it. Another game I played, which is a game that you recommended to me a long time ago, Tooth,
Mm.
and I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I'll get to it. Well, I did. I got to it, and it's Playdead's Inside.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Game's
That game,
freaky, dude.
talk about a roller coaster. That game, it's like a roller coaster, just straight down.
Yeah.
Starts at the top, goes straight down.
And then you get to the bottom and you feel like you ran into a wall. Like that's what it felt like
Yeah,
for me.
and it just keeps it's wild. There's a few corkscrews in that roller coaster to extend the metaphor. Definitely interesting, definitely makes you think. Definitely not too much of a time investment, a fairly short game for what it is. And just really simple but really deep, really like complex, makes you think. Just really, really good. Play Dead's Inside. Play that if you haven't played it. It's kind of old now, probably old news for a lot of people, but I fell for that game. That game was awesome.
It was good. I played it on the Switch too, and it played really well on the Switch.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, I thought it was great.
I think I played it on Game Pass, so not much of an investment at all really in that
Yeah,
way. Um,
I think it's
but
probably
yeah,
pretty cheap too right now. You could probably get it for
probably.
really cheap if you didn't have Game Pass.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you how much, but couldn't be that can't be that much.
Nah, it's an old game, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it, I think.
I also played GeoGuessr for the very
Mm.
first time last Friday, and then, well, Friday before last, like, and then also yesterday, last Friday. Uh, anyway, I played it for the first time, and it was, boy, I tell you what, people that play GeoGuessr and on YouTube and in content and stuff make it look real easy.
Yeah.
I feel like I was like, oh, I'll load this up and it'll just come to me. I'll get it. I didn't get it. It's hard. It's hard as hell, man. But turns out I'm not the only one that
Yeah.
thinks it's hard or that struggles. And so I ended up playing with my buddy Fatal Tone. And then yesterday we played it again. Our friend Jiggles joined us. He's pretty good too. But we all just kind of took turns winning because at the end of the day, it's just a crapshoot. Like you got to look for the best clues,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
and kind of just go with your gut at the end of the day. There were a couple times where I looked at a bench and there's an advertisement and it literally said like this one said like South Dublin, and I was like, oh yes, and so I went straight over to Ireland, and then but Jiggles ended up getting closer on that one. I don't know if he saw the
Uh
same thing or not, but
yeah.
ah, I was like, you guys are screwed. I got this one. Nope. So you never know.
I like doing it, but I once it's like out of the country, I'm sort of like flopped. Like in if it's in the United States, like I'll scroll around till I see a car and I have like a pretty good idea of what all the license plates look like. And
Yeah.
so that I get it pretty close. Like and I can find the city and like I start looking for street names and like stuff like that. But man, like if it's out of the country, good
The
luck.
the license plates are all blurred. So you gotta. I mean, you
It's
can
the
see through the blur a little
it's the
bit.
color of the license plate for me.
Yeah. There's a lot of tells, and like the
Yeah.
more you play, the more you kind of start getting used to it. But I need to look up like a YouTube video, a tips video for GeoGuessr, like some YouTube video called "How to Beat Your Friends at GeoGuessr." That's I'm
That's the
gonna look
video
that
you
up
need.
literally on YouTube, and I'm gonna watch that video, and I'm gonna kick Fatal Tone's ass, and he's gonna be like, "You're cheating," and I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not," and I'm not gonna be, and it's gonna feel so good, man, so good.
I'm gonna make that video. It sounds like there's a niche for that specific video.
I haven't looked it up. It probably exists,
Yeah,
but
but I'll make a new one. Like it
you'll make a new one.
just released, like 2024 tips and tricks for beating your friends at GeoGuessr.
There's a certain category in GeoGuessr. Like there's a community made maps or whatever. I clicked on one called Dumb Test, and so you go into it, and basically it loads you into the Google Maps, and you're like looking at something that is a huge hint as to where it is.
Empire State
And so,
Building.
yeah, or like one of the ones we saw, there was Big Ben, and I was like, oh, perfect. And then I
Easy.
was like, no, wait, I don't remember exactly where that is. It's like in the UK. It's in like London, probably, right? But then like where in London? But oftentimes these big monuments, you zoom into Google Maps far enough, and it says like right here, Big Ben,
Yeah.
on the map. And so, but it's called Dumb Test, and it's really fun because it's like, on one of them, all three of us were just so off, and we're like, "Yep, I'm dumb." Pretty
I
fun.
don't, some places like look exactly the same. Like if you get into a city or something, or like out in like a rural area, it's like, what is
Tough.
happening? Like what?
Yeah.
Where would this cornfield be? I don't know. It's like everywhere, like anywhere in the Midwest, right?
There was one round where me and Fatal Tone were playing, and like three locations in a row, or like maybe it skipped one and then it went back to South Africa. It was South Africa, and now we have like a running joke where if we don't know where it is, it's like
South
probably South
Africa.
Africa, and it never is, of course.
Yeah.
But GeoGuessr's fun. We paid $5. And it's like a subscription, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to play a multiplayer, I guess. But uh, I don't know if I'm gonna keep paying for it. But $5 to play it for a little while seems worth it. It's fun.
Yeah, I accidentally paid for it for like 6 months
Really.
before I remembered. Like, oh shit, I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
playing GeoGuessr anymore. I don't want
Right.
that.
Yeah, but super fun. I see why people play it. It's worth it. I think it should be free though,
True.
but I don't want it to be riddled with ads either. So
Yeah.
I don't mind giving them a few bucks. So I also played this game. It's on Game Pass called Chance of Sonar, like
Mm.
chance, like chanting,
Mm-hmm.
Chance of Sonar, which is a very very interesting, really unique puzzle game that like you're trying to decipher languages, very simple glyph based languages, and it's set up in a way where you can kind of like guess at what different glyphs mean, and then at the end of a section it gives you a page in your journal and it's like, okay, match the glyphs to this little picture, and if you match the right glyph to the right picture, we'll give you what the actual, like what the glyph means definitively.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played it in our living room. I played it side by side with my wife. And so we were like sticking with each other. It's not like a co op game, but it's a single player game. And we were kind of just going through it at the same time, same pace, and just working through it the whole game together. And it was a lot of fun. And we both kind of struggled equally. I figured some stuff out. She figured some stuff out. We helped each other and ended up at the end of the day, well, it was a couple days, but not a crazy long game. And we ended up 100%ing that game because
Nice.
it was just a lot of fun to work through every little thing. Um, Totally doable game if you're good with languages or if you like puzzle games. Highly recommend Chance of Sonar. Very good.
Hmm.
Would
Yeah,
you ever
talk.
play it? Does that sound good to you?
I maybe, I don't know. I'd have to like check it out for it. I feel like sometimes puzzle games are like good, and then other times like I just like don't get like the first puzzles, and I'm like, man, I don't understand
Not
how it
for me.
works. Yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
But if
I,
I got through the first puzzle and I'm like, oh, that's like delightfully challenging, then could be.
that's the
I'm
reason
not against puzzle games, but
they got to be good. They got to be the right amount of stimulating for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be like so impossibly hard that I'm like frustrated at it because I'm like, what am I even doing here? Like, I'm wasting my time.
Right. I started it on my own and I got like 45 minutes into it and I was like starting to struggle and I was like, I better tell Zubat about it. I better tell my wife about it. And so I told her about it. She started it, caught up to me pretty quick, and then I was like, let's try to stick together and do it everything at the same time. And it just worked out so well that way. It was a really good experience.
So
Really fun.
I need somebody to screen watch
Yeah.
so I can beat it better.
We beat it in a way where we didn't end up looking anything up, which was another kind of
Nice.
okay. Toward the end, there's a couple like little mathy bits that we just did not want to do. So we looked it up, but we were on the right track of figuring it
Nice.
out.
Yeah.
But we ended up looking up the solution, and that was worth it. I have no shame in that at all.
Yeah, there's a
So,
couple of games where like the puzzle is just like too much of a pain in the ass. Like we played Labyrinthian
oh
or
yeah,
Labyrinthy or whatever, and some of the puzzles in that game, it's like so far away to go back to what you have to look at that
yeah,
it's just like, oh my god, like come on, like it takes 6 hours to do this one puzzle. You look that
yeah. I
shit
didn't
up
love that game.
instantly. Look it up.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm good off that. I don't want to go back. Don't make me go back, Tooth.
We
I
gotta
don't want
go
to go
back.
back.
We gotta go back and finish it, but
I don't. I also played this game called Body Cam, which it literally came out yesterday on the 7th. It's a realistic, very good graphics, Unreal Engine 5 body cam point of view first person shooter, and it's I don't know, it's kind of similar to there's a game mode that's like search and destroy, kind of
mm,
like I don't know, not Rainbow Six Siege, but it's a tactical shooter, so kind of Rainbow Six, kind of Counter Strikey, but pretty close quarters, pretty there's like a active weather system and like day night cycle,
hmm,
and so like mid round it'll go from being really dark and then it'll kind of start getting lighter. It's kind of cool. It's a very cool concept. It's in early access, so there's a lot of work that still needs to be done on it, but this game Body Cam is made, I guess, by two guys, so it's not going to happen quickly, I'm sure.
yeah,
The games, like, I don't know, I played for maybe an hour today, and I actually finished one game. All the other games I
nice.
ended up getting booted out of.
Hmm.
I got booted out of with the lobby or without the lobby. But there's like uh, what do you call it when proximity chat. There's
Mm,
proximity
mm,
chat
mm.
in the game, and so you can kind of like there's call outs and you can talk to each other, say where the enemies are and stuff. There's very little UI, so like you shoot down a hallway, you don't really know if you killed the guy unless you pull
Mm.
up like the in game like you press tab and you look at the scoreboard
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
know like, oh, I had 4 kills, now I have 5. Okay, he's dead. But
yeah.
otherwise, there's nothing that pops up, no points or anything that pop up on the screen. And then you die, and you're like flying a drone. You can look around, but they can shoot the drones down. Or
Mm.
if you just tap something very lightly, your drone is destroyed. So that's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
very early access. So
Maybe it'll
I
get
wouldn't
better.
recommend. It was $30, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
quite recommend people buy it yet. But I would say wish list it, keep an eye on it. I do expect it to improve. I expect these guys to keep working on it because the concept there's a lot of potential there. I think it'd be really fun. What I have played when it works is fun.
Yeah, I just like I guess I have like really low expectations for like a shooter getting better
Yeah.
anymore. Like I feel like every game that I've played, like I'm like, oh, this has really good potential. Like I like the finals came out and I was like, this is a lot of fun. And then it just like wasn't a lot of fun anymore. And
Yeah.
then like the what's the Star Seas Dead Zone?
Oh, I knew you were gonna say
That
that.
game was so hype though. It was so good.
I'm
And
so
then
disappointed.
it wasn't good anymore. And so it's just like,
The
man, I
devs
don't know.
ruined it.
They did ruin it, yeah.
It was in a good spot, and then they just changed it all up, and it died.
It did die, yeah, it's dead. Dead game. So
Yeah.
hopefully this one isn't like that and it's not a dead game, but
Yeah. Body
30
cam
bucks.
though, look it up.
I'm not gonna pay for 30 bucks right now.
I wouldn't. I did, but I just got paid, so I was vulnerable. I
Oh
was in a
yeah.
vulnerable state.
You got tricked by
I
the
did.
paycheck gods. Yeah. They
Yeah.
get you every time.
Yep, that's my one. I get you get one every paycheck. One mistake, you know.
Yeah.
As long as it's not too big of a purchase, it's okay to make one little bad purchase every paycheck. But that's my
Yep.
one. So
That's
got
solid
2 weeks.
advice. Solid financial advice. Every paycheck you get
Ah,
one mistake.
but we're not financial advisors, so don't
Don't take our advice.
don't take our advice. It's not worth it. Okay.
Yeah, we're not Fortune 500. We're cooler of fortune. It's different.
That's right. It's different.
It's different.
You know what they say. No man is free who is not master of himself. So don't listen to me. Look inside.
Listen
Look
to
inside.
yourself. Find yourself.
Listen to your heart. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. I don't know where I was going with that.
I thought you were going to keep going. Come on. Well, that sounds like some sort of song that would be played at a wedding,
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
you know?
it does. Yeah.
Last time I was at a wedding was my own wedding. I don't even remember when that was.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I do. It was a little over a year ago,
I was like,
but it's been a while.
you should probably know your anniversary. Just
Ah,
saying.
fa. Pshaw.
No, you don't think so?
Pshaw. I think it's important to know that stuff. Yeah, you're right. Of course
Sure.
you're right.
Yeah. You should know. Always. You should know.
Yeah, but like if you don't, pshaw. It's okay. I don't judge you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wouldn't judge you either.
What's the last wedding you were at? No, look, but I know when mine was. I wouldn't judge you or if you were at home if you don't remember. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
But I
okay.
know.
It's okay if
I
you don't
remember.
remember. The last wedding that the la- the
What's
last
so funny?
wedding, nothing. It's just that's not my wife coming into chat to roast me about not. Anyway, the last wedding I was at was June 1st, 2024.
Oh, that was like a week ago.
It was like a week ago.
Nice.
I performed said marriage.
Oh, did you do a dance?
I did a dance, a little dance.
You were a performer?
Yeah, a little
wedding
dance,
singer?
a little dance called wedding officiant.
Oh,
Yeah.
little aficionado over there.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I am a ordained minister.
Jeez,
I might not look like it, but I'm a holy roller. Okay.
Dang.
I say all the stuff, the I do's and the I don'ts and sickness, health crap. I say that. I do it.
It's all important stuff.
It's all important stuff. I did. My aunt got married, and here I'll show a little picture.
Oh,
Dude, we were in the freaking mountains, highest point in West Virginia.
Wow.
To get married, yeah, it was
that's beautiful. Actually,
it actually was pretty beautiful. Yeah, I did get a sunburn. That was not ideal.
That'll happen.
I did put sunscreen on, but I guess that doesn't fucking matter. I don't know.
I guess not. Yeah.
But I did the wedding. It's my second one that I've ever done. And the first one I literally got ordained to do that wedding because my friend was like, I want you to marry us. I was like, what? What? That doesn't make any sense. I don't do that. But she wanted it, and so I did it, and now I'm two marriages deep.
Does that thing ever expire?
Nope.
No?
It's good.
So you just get certified and you're good for life.
Yeah, you're good to go. I can marry you virtually. So like if anybody's interested, like
a little FaceTime marriage.
Let's work out a deal. I'll put me up as an iPad and I'll marry you guys. Zoom call. I'll marry anybody, everybody, whoever wants to be married.
Wow.
Everybody.
So how did it go? Did you stutter? Were you nervous?
No, not really. I'm actually surprising. I don't know like if this is I don't know if this is a typical thing, but I'm a pretty good public speaker. Like I had to learn how to do it to present projects and things like that. So like I'm pretty solid. Okay. Like I can talk in front of many a crowd if I need to. But this wedding was a lot smaller. It was just like those two and the best man and the maid of honor, and that was it.
Wow.
The last one was a lot bigger, and I didn't know this at the time, but after I completed the ceremony, the groom's parents came up and they actually owned a church. And I was like, shit, I would have said a prayer or some shit had I known that you guys were, Jesus-y people. I would have been like,
and I wouldn't have swore so much, and I would have worn a tux instead of this polo.
Yeah, I would have done so many different things. Like I would have said amen at least once. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody told me about that part. But it's cool. Like it's a cool thing. Like I don't know. Like it's a resume builder, I guess.
And it's just like it's nice to know someone like you. I guess if otherwise you'd have to probably hire someone. I guess I don't know. My wedding we went to a courthouse, so I guess it was just one of the ladies that does paperwork. She was like she just helped us out, or maybe she's like the token wedding aficionado of the courthouse. That's like what she does all day.
Yeah.
She was good at it. though. It seems like a fairly simple job. You kind
Yeah,
of read a script basically and go, and then they're tied. The knot's tied.
knots
You know.
tied. Yeah, I try to write like a for the last two I've wrote like a funny thing where like it's not the standard kind of stuff like
You
because
say
really
for an occasion. I'm sorry. For an occasion such as this.
yeah, that's a good.
That's free. Use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, a second.
Yeah, write down fornication.
Yeah, fornicate. Can
There
you
you go.
spell that? Is that two R's?
K
K
for that let number
four.
4,
Okay, yeah.
something
Yeah,
like that.
that checks out.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
one. I'll write that down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be at a non-religious wedding. You'd probably want to do that.
No, I think it's good.
I think Jesus understands.
Yeah, he's chill. Like I don't know.
He's chill
like,
with that.
yeah, I'll just ask for forgiveness. If not, I mean, that's the way it
That's
works.
kind of his thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody
Nice.
likes fornication. I mean, right?
I mean, what can I say?
Hey.
It's kind of my thing. I'm sorry, wife in chat. It's our thing.
My wife's asleep, so I can say whatever I want.
Ayo, why aren't you making these jokes then? Come on, help me out.
It's funnier. It's funnier if you say it.
Yeah, because she's in chat. She's
Yeah.
watching.
Oh,
Nice.
boy.
Well, are you planning on doing? Are you open to doing more in the future? Do you get paid for these? Do they give you money?
Yeah, I've gotten money for both of them. Not like a bunch, but like like a little card with some stuff in it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'd be open to doing more of them. It's like a fun thing. I think it would be a little bit harder if I didn't know the people, maybe,
Sure.
because I've known both people. But I mean, like you said, it's pretty much reading a script. Like if you don't know them personally, like you don't make a bunch of personal jokes. But the fornication one's good. They might be into that.
That's universal.
That's a pretty solid one. So yeah.
Well, the link
I'd be
to
open.
that will add it to your Ko-fi. We'll add that link in the description as well.
Fornication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for yeah, and then you can make that joke at someone else's wedding, a random
Oh.
person watching right now over Zoom, Discord call.
I thought you meant like add fornication to the Ko-fi link, which I don't think I can do.
Your wife's asleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just
Go
have to-
ahead.
just had to make sure she's asleep, before
just
no,
add it to the doc, or add it to the description.
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah. Has to be after, this time.
Yep.
And you can't actually pay me because that's kind of illegal, but like
yeah, but there's lots of different forms of payment.
You can't pay me,
Yeah.
but you have to.
Yeah. Well, you guys can work that out privately,
Yeah,
you and whoever it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fun. What about you? Would you get ordained?
No, that's a lot of responsibility for me. I don't think I mean, I don't mind public speaking also. Like, I think it'd be fairly easy to do. Like, it's not a hard job as far as like, I'm not the one that should be nervous in that situation.
True.
The groom, the bride, all the wedding planner, the bridesmaid and the groomsman or whatever. Those are the ones that should be nervous. I'm just a guy. I just showed up for work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know who the most nervous should be, in my opinion? The DJ. Because man, if you bomb a wedding, you gotta be a shitty DJ.
They don't stop talking about you for the rest of their lives.
Like they remember that forever. Like you'll never remember the food. You'll never remember like anything else. Like if your preacher said some weird shit, you'll probably forget about it eventually. But like if your DJ sucked, oh man. Like if like you only played Nicki Minaj all night long and nobody danced and you were like, what's going on? Like,
somebody's got to tell them. Somebody's got to step up and be the one
you would
to
think
tell
so.
them.
You would think so, but what if everybody's too drunk? They're just like, what's going on with this weird vibe music?
If you get drunk enough, I'd vibe out to some Nicki Minaj, Put on the little Einstein's theme song. I'll go ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Baby Shark,
Oh
Get
yeah,
go
dude, that would
down,
hit.
baby shark. Yeah.
Some Rocket League music,
Oh yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm a nervous guy though, and when I get nervous, I get nervous.
Oh yeah.
Like I get leg shaky. Like
Whoa.
that's the worst thing that happens when I get nervous. I get sweaty too, but like that's less so. My legs get like wobbly and shaky, like to a point where I have to like consciously relax my body and they'll temporarily stop. But like when I'm
Whoa.
real nervous, like my legs get shaky. I don't it's the weirdest thing.
What makes you nervous? Like, is there like, do you get nervous often?
No, it's like there's certain periods of my life where I specifically remember my legs getting
Mm.
shaky like that and being like trying to calm them down and just that it's a repeating cycle of like you try to calm them down, you can't, so it freaks you out more, you get more nervous.
Yeah.
I think when I first went to the dentist and got a root canal, I think I ended up getting like 2 root canals in one visit, which you're not supposed to do, and
Jesus.
it's affected me to till today. That's a whole thing. But that visit, it was the first time my legs got super shaky, and I
Mm.
was a nervous wreck. It freaked me out. I was clutching the side of the dentist like bed thing, and
Yeah.
the dude that was about to start, he was like, "You're okay. You can, you don't have to grip, so you're gonna break the chair."
Shut up,
And I
man.
was like, "Oh, sorry."
Just do it. Shut up.
Just get it done. Hurry up. You ever feel that when they try to talk to you when your mouth is like full of
I
cotton
hate
and
it.
there's like the rubber stop gap thing to keep your mouth open, and or they're like open wider. Now how's your day?
Yeah,
It's like, dude.
my favorite thing, they're like, their hand is like literally in your mouth, and they're like, so what, you got plans for the rest of the day? And you're like, I got, and then
And then
then the dental hygienist is over there like sucking up all your saliva because you're trying to talk with a literal hand in your mouth.
that's the best part though, when they're like, okay, close your mouth, like when you close around the sucker thing, and
Mm.
then all your spit and everything gets pulled out of your mouth and in like a second flat. That's kind of cool. It doesn't like feel weird or anything. It's just kind of cool how it just works.
So they were numbing me, and they were waiting for the number to go down when I just went to the dentist. She gave me the suction thing.
Oh, you had the
And
power.
they like walked away to like wait for it to numb. And so I was like, and I would
Yeah.
just do it. I would just like keep doing it. And I was like, this thing is awesome.
And you put it up to your ear and like your up your nose and stuff,
Yeah,
just
yeah. I
to
got, yeah, I
see what
cleaned
would
everything.
happen.
I cleaned everything out. It was
Dude,
awesome.
my hair is ah all up in my eyes.
Are you
I
gonna get
got
it
long
cut?
hair.
Are you gonna get it cut? Or are you gonna grow it
No.
forever?
I'm probably gonna grow it forever because I'm probably gonna be working super late for forever.
Nice.
And I can't get to Leanne, my hair lady, because her latest appointment she'll get take on is 5:30, and I've been working like 10-hour days, so it's been a nightmare. And then I'm out there working and sweating, my hair's all up in my business, and it's just a mess. I'm
You,
a mess right now.
you know what you need?
What do I need?
A sweatband.
A sweatband.
Like a sweet, like red, white, and blue Nike sweatband.
I think I would look pretty fly, I'm not gonna lie.
That, I think you'd look pretty fly too.
The problem with that is I spray pesticides,
Yeah.
and sweatbands not only absorb sweat, but it also absorbs dangerous chemicals, and
Well,
that wouldn't be ideal.
don't spray your head with the dangerous chemicals.
Well, I have to. That's part of the job, spraying my head.
Whoa, that's a
Yeah,
crazy job.
with pesticides. Yeah. Well, I get
Wow.
paid a lot, so.
Oh, true. Do you have any
No, I don't.
do you have anything going on? Like,
In
does it
my
make you
head?
yeah, does it
Not
make you feel
usually.
weird spraying yourself
Oh,
with
you mean because of
pesticides?
that?
Yeah. Like a
No.
rash? No rash or anything?
My hair grows abnormally fast.
Hmm.
And that's kind of annoying, like we were talking about.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
So if
Maybe
you
you
wore
spray some
if
pesticides on the
on the
mustache,
on
get
the
a
mustache?
yeah, get a crazy stash going.
Yeah. Well, if you wore the sweatband, it would soak up all the stuff. You'd start growing hair out of your forehead.
Oh, what a mess.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
There's certain parts of my head where I'd be glad if that worked. Just saying. But, as you get older, you got more things to worry about. Teeth problems, head problems, pesticides, bugs,
True.
marriages,
Nose hair,
video games.
video games. You worry
That's
about
life.
those?
Fornication.
Fornication. Yep.
Mhm.
That's like the 5 pillars of life.
That's right.
Yep.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget about those 5 pillars of life.
Yeah, there's the 10 Commandments, there's the Bill of Rights, and then there's the pillar of life.
Yeah.
Pillars of life.
Yeah, which is, your head,
Fornication.
Your
Pesticides.
teeth, pesticides,
and fornication.
fornication. Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Gotta
I think on
remember
that
those.
note, don't you forget it. Anyway,
Don't you
on that
forget.
note, I think that's a good place to call it for tonight. Episode 59 in the books.
In the books.
Tell the people one wise word that you have for them. Only one word, though.
Fornication.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you guys next time. By the way, hey, we also have our own personal Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube channels. All those links will be down in the description. We have Mustache Ride Twitter, Mustache Ride Instagram.
Yeah, we have Instagram.
Do you post? I don't post on that thing though.
Yeah,
you post on that?
I post some stuff on there. Yeah.
I'm so disconnected from Instagram, bro. I don't even know.
It's mostly fornication, but if you're into that,
we are Mustache Ride. I mean, it's kind of
it's in the name.
But we're also trying to, rework how people think about that term, So
Yeah. But we're not doing a very good job, but it's
not this episode.
But next episode we'll do a much better job. Thanks for watching.
Next episode. Thanks
next
for watching.
Episode's a big episode. Episode 60.
Episode 60.
Yay! Woo! We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.